So given graph is y is equal to f prime of x, is that right? Now, one thing to denote on here, if I give you anything at x equals 0 as some number, that is your initial amount, meaning you have to add on top of that, initial amount. So if we're looking for f of 1, that basically means take the initial, add the integral from 0 to 1 of the graph given. There we go. So from the graph, isn't 0 to 1 already within? Yeah? It's above the x-axis. Is it a positive or negative area? It is a positive area. So just for that piece, we're looking at half times base times height. The base is from 0 to 1. How tall is the image? 6. So if I add on to that with the 5, how many would that give me? 8. All right, let's go to number 32. On number 32, we're going to anti-derive twice. And we're doing that because it's given us double prime, and we want to get to f of x. So here we go. Edith, go ahead and read this one.
Let f be a function such that f double prime of x equals 6x plus 8. Find f of x if the graph of f is tangent to the line 3x minus y equals 2 at the point 0, -2.
Okay, so when they have 0, -2, that means my 0 is going to be x for every single part that we do. But when I get to my 2, that's just the y, meaning that piece is f of x. So until I get to f of x alone, I can't plug in the -2, okay? So let's take the room on the very top. So on part A, let's start with the given information, which is our double prime. F double prime of x is equal to 6x plus 8. So let's find the single prime, meaning we are going to anti-derive. So if I integrate, the rule was we take one more, right? So if I take one more, that's going to be 6 over how many if it's understood 1? 2, x squared plus 8x. And what do I need at the very end when we are integrating? Plus the c. Let's go ahead and simplify this. And before I simplify, we want it to be tangent to that, meaning it has to have the same slope. So we have, if I make y by itself, we get y equals 3x minus 2. So this is our slope.
Would it not be?
What's up? You move the y over and move the 2 over.
Would it not be negative 3x? So it's a negative y.
If it's tangent to that line, we just need the slope of this. So then, my slope is f prime. So let's plug in 3 is equal to, we know 6 over 2 is also 3. I can plug in anywhere I see an x with a 0. So 8 times 0 plus c. So what must be my c then? C is 3. So I'm going to plug it back in with the original function of f prime. So then we can anti-derive again. So I get 3x squared plus 8x plus the 3 that we found. So now let's find f of x. So if I take one more of this power, we get 3 over 3, x cubed. Questions there? If I get one more of the next power, I get 8 over what? 2, x squared. Oh, just x. And then for the 3 piece, it's going to give me plus what? 3x. And what do I need at the very end?
Wait,
What's up?
wouldn't it be x squared?
Oh, I did say x squared and not say it?
And then you said never mind.
Oh, I'm just being dumb. Silly. That's not a pretty word. Okay, plus c. So now I can plug in the following. F of x is -2. So I have -2 is equal to, let's put 1 over here and 0 cubed. Plus 4 times 0 squared plus 3 times 0 plus c. So who is my C then? If all the zeros cancel, it's going to be -2. So our final answer on this one, it says find f of x. So let's go ahead and mimic that formula. Not the formula, the original f of x. That's going to give me x cubed plus 4x squared plus 3x. And we know our C is -2. And I should box that one. Voila. So we had to anti-derive twice since we need the second derivative to get to f of x. All right. For part B, Maddie, let's read.
Find the average value of f of x on the closed interval -1, 1.
All right. Do we remember the average value formula? It was 1 over b minus a. That is my a and that is my b. So 1 minus a negative is going to give me +1. And it's the integral from a to b. We're going to take the value that we previously had, and then we'll anti-derive this. Ooh, dx. So we know the front is going to give me 1 over 2. Let's make a bracket. So 1 more of that is 4, so 1 over 4, x to the 4th. The next one we have 4 over what? 3, x cubed. And then 1 more of the next one, 3 over 2, x squared. And Maddie's like, I'm not going to write today. Minus 2x. And because we have our bounds, do I need my plus c? Nope. Did it say to compute? Find the average value in the closed interval. I think I'm going to be good just leaving it right there. Can y'all plug the 1 in on your own? Yes.